So you have a new CPU and want to upgrade. Today I'm going to tell you how to do it, what steps to take and what to look out for when changing out an older CPU to a newer CPU on the same socket. In my case, I'm using an AM4 socket because those platforms, for example, if you built a PC 2 or 3 years ago, and for example, you use a budget CPU like this, Ryzen 5 4500, and you want to upgrade to something newer, for example, a Ryzen 7 or even a Ryzen 9, and you want to put that in, and there are a few steps to take into consideration if you want to do that, because not every motherboard does have support for newer CPUs out of the box. First of all, what do you want to check? Well, you want to check if your motherboard has support for that CPU that you want to put in it. That's probably better to check before you actually buy the CPU, because otherwise you will have a paperweight or you would have to sell the CPU on to somebody else. So go onto the manufacturer's website. There's a CPU compatibility list for every motherboard, and you can see what CPUs are compatible and especially what BIOS revision they are compatible with. Because, for example, on AM4, this was very prevalent in those days. The AM4 socket was able to cover CPUs from the AMD 1000 or Ryzen 1000 series, even to the Ryzen 5000 series. And because that time span was 4 to 5 years, these motherboards out of the box, if you bought one new in 2016 or 2017, did not have compatibility for the newer CPUs. So make sure that your CPU is listed, and if it is listed, make sure that your motherboard BIOS is up to date. I did show a video on how to update your BIOS. You can find that in the top right corner or in the link in the description to see how that's done on any motherboard. That's pretty easy, but you have to do that. Second of all, you need to make sure that the cooler you have is compatible with your CPU. Well, you're going to be saying, well, but it's the same socket. Isn't it going to be mounting the same? Yes, but not every cooler. So if you did get a box cooler for your old CPU, for example, but you did not get one for your new CPU, and your newer CPU is, for example, a higher model like a 5700X or even a 5900X, which has 12 cores, and therefore pulls a lot more power and needs a bigger cooler. How you can tell if your cooler is up to the task of handling that CPU is either look at the TDP that cooler is rated for, or search for some experiences, some tests, or also any, I'd say 120mm tower cooler is going to be fine for any CPU that's out there to run at stock basically. There are some cases where that's not really possible, such as in the 13900KS or something. Those CPUs will throttle down nevertheless, but still on most normal CPUs that shouldn't be an issue. So maybe if you have a old stock cooler, like for example the really small one from this, you might need to upgrade to something bigger. Next thing is the installation, which is pretty simple. I've shown that in a few videos. I'm just going to show it here as well. On AMD, that's pretty easy. You just pull out your old CPU while pulling up the lever, put in your new one, look at the triangles where they go on the socket, and then insert it, push down the lever again, and you're done. Of course, you need also some thermal paste to fill in any gaps that might be within the CPU and the heatsink. For that, I'm going to use Arctic Cooling's MX6, so the newest variant of that thermal paste. Dab in the middle, that should be fine for the CPU. That's pretty much it. Now you have to install everything back into the PC again. And one thing you have to keep in mind is that all your BIOS or UEFI settings are going to be reset. So you will have to change anything that you set in there, like a boot order, or for example RAM settings like AMD DOCP or XMP need to be reset again, so that your RAM, for example, is running at the specified speed. Once you're in Windows, you don't have to do anything basically, and you can just go ahead and run One thing I would do is check temperatures so that your CPU isn't overheating with, for example, a benchmark like Cinebench, and then you're good to go. That's basically it from me. I wish you a nice day and goodbye.